So, hello and welcome to the Hot Tech track of Devfest 2021. And I'm the host for this track. And for today's agenda is starts at 10:30 to 11. It is by Pradhan, who is giving a topic named Custom Track Recording with AR Code Recording and Playback API. And later on, it will be given by Zara with a blockchain and sustainability. Yeah, and then we have a coffee break. Yeah, at 12 p.m. So let me welcome Pradhan for the topics. Hello, Pradhan.
All right. Thank you. Yeah, hello. I wonder if my connection is good or not. Is it good?
Yeah, it's good.
Uh,
Okay, so this
okay.
platform is now yours. Thank you.
Oh, okay, sure. So yeah, hello everyone. It's good to see you guys here, especially in this amazing event, GDG Devfest UK and Ireland. So yeah, maybe the host, you can start share my screen or my slide. Uh, that I share. All right, good, cool. Thank you. So yeah, uh, hello everyone. I hope you guys stay safe and stay healthy, especially in these hard times. Yeah, but it will be really great that we can have this kind of event, keep learning no matter what happens, because yeah, we have to keep doing our best definitely. Okay, I thought there was something there. Okay, cool. So in here, let's have some fun. Uh, Anyway, in here I want to talk about something called custom track recording with AR core recording and playback API. So basically, in here I would like to tell you guys about these two APIs, which is actually recording and playback API. And with those APIs, actually in here we can use those APIs for something called custom track recording. What is it? I will tell you guys later. But first of all, it'd be really great if we can know each other first. My name is Ars Rahutama Aziz Pradana. I know it sounds hard. You can call me just Dana anyway. And talking about my experiences, I was graduated at 2018, and then I became the animator lead in a game startup. And then maybe you have heard of that before. I'm a lead of Google Developers Clubs, the first one in Indonesia, and also continuing as a web mentor in Kejar Google Developers. Continuing on as became a tech lead year of VR, and right now I'm a tech advisor lead in Croatia, co-lead in GDG Jakarta, Indonesia, and also full stack engineer at PDPN, which is actually my full time. So yeah, I've kind of crossed some fields, which is really amazing because I really love learning things, especially how the world technology is built. So that's why here I am, because I want to share this amazing APIs that I just found out for AR Core. Okay, so in this talk, let's just get some straight because yeah, I got some only short time, I guess. So these points actually represents the point of what I will talk about. The first one, I will tell you guys about the concept of AR core. The second one, I would like to tell you guys about the case of development with augmented reality, especially using AR core. And the third one, I will tell you guys about these two APIs, specifically recording and playback API, what they did, and I mean what we can do about it, and something like that. And then the fourth, maybe we can know or get in make sense about how about the codes, how the code details, a sneak peek about the code, so that we can get a sense or get the image of how we can use the code, especially how to use the APIs. And last but not least, I will show you guys about the examples of the code and how it works and what's the example of currently actually production application that are already using recording and playback API. So let's continue. Basically, I will tell you guys about the first one, which is actually the AR core concept. So in here, just in case that maybe you just heard about this AR core stuff, or maybe you still didn't get it what actually AR core means and what AR core actually really do. So in here, as you can see, AR core is a technology to build augmented reality for our devices, right? And then in here, I get two examples. The first one is a AR in search. So we can use AR for also for searching the products that we would like to fine. And yeah, actually there are possibilities about this also. Much deeper about using of AR. And then the second one, we can also use for live view in Google Maps so that we can know about the direction in a more interactive way so that yeah, we didn't get lost anyway, right? We can really see a real direction with our camera, and I think that's really cool. And that's just the two of examples. So now let's get straight to the main 2 points or main two concept of this AR core. So this AR core, firstly, it's capable to building its own understanding of the real world. So this is how this AR core works. It's basically understanding the real world, and then it's like copying or duplicating the real world into its virtual world. How? I will tell you guys later. But the point is that AR core will understand our real world. So it's not like we must find some AR, I mean some QR code or maybe some image to scan as an image tracker. Nope. But actually AR core definitely scanning and understanding the whole our surrounding. And then the second one is actually tracking the position of the mobile devices as it moves, which means whenever we move, the AR core will also automatically adjusting the view, the how the AR is actually experiencing, which is really cool. So that actually we are interacting with 3D model directly. So let's jump into the first one. The first concept is actually motion tracking. The CR core actually do the motion tracking, something called as simultaneous localization and mapping or SLAM. So this AR core, how this AR core really doing about this SLAM? The first one actually AR core try to detect all the feature points, all the feature points that actually has been scanned by our camera. Or once the points has been detected, the AR core will try to connect each point so that it will make a surfaces. So from that surfaces, we can know that actually AR core already accomplished to understand our real world. And then the second one, environmental understanding. This article also really has a capability to understand our environment. It's also could possibly divide which one is flat surfaces and which one is an object like a doll in this slide. So this is, for example, uh, we can say that this AR core ignoring the doll, right? It's just detecting the flat surfaces. Why? Because that's how it is. AR core only needs the flat surfaces to be interact so that as we can see, it can just ignore the door and just connect the points of the tables and the floor and yeah, all the flat surfaces because that's what it needs to render the things, right? We can place 3D model on that flat surfaces and yeah, or maybe other, I mean anything. And then the third one, AirCore has a capability to detect the light estimation. For example, in here, if we put a 3D object, the 3D object will be also impacted with the light and shadow based our environment, which is really cool, right? And that's will make our AR experiences more realistic, of course. And now let's jump into the second point, which is AR core development case. So this development case actually how we build augmented reality with AR core. Like for example, this is just one of the case how we do the start. I mean the story, the requirement and stuff, how it actually impacting the development for all developers. So yeah, let's jump into the some story. So first in here we can see there's James as a AR VR developer and work for AR core company, let's say. And then James have some tasks which actually James has to build some AR application for shopping mall, schools, and museum. And then the task is that AR car company will give a task how to build an AR direction guide for a shopping mall. Oh, okay, I got it. And then AR James developer starting the coding time, guys. And then of course James as a AR developer in his office try to mock the situation of a mall, right? Or like in the mall, there will be some things, some anything like floor and the products and card and anything, and then try to mock that so that the experiences will be really real, right? And once James has finished coding and finished mocking our situation and the requirement has passed as expected, so that James will test it on the real place, right? Test it end to end in the mall. And then, okay, I think in the mall it's not like what it seems to be. And then James found out there's actually something need to be improved. And then James will go back again and try to start the coding time again, right? And this process keeps repeating until James think that the R application is good enough, or this thing is finished. And when that time has come, James already spent a lot of time. For what? For moving to the place, to the mall, and going back and keep repeating again. So, and now let's go to the next step, which is testing. So now James, as a AR developer, gave the product or the application to the QA tester. Hey, I get it. I finished the application. Please test it. And then the QA tester, all right, will do the same thing end to end in the mall, but probably with a different scenario that actually most developer didn't think about before. And then once QA tester finish testing and found out some bugs, hey, you got some bugs here, one, two, and three, which means the application will be goes back to the James as AR developer, and we go back again here, keep repeating until the bug solved, which is, and after that, even after finish, and the QA tester will be has to test it on the mall again. So for example, this is like keep looping process for going to mall. I think maybe they will be really spend a lot of money for that, or maybe the cost of this process might be more than what they got as a salary. I don't know, and it's funny, and I mean it's just joke, but anyway, this has a possibility to be happen. So what we got from this actually it was such a painful process. Okay, that's really painful. That's really painful because it took time, money, energy, and a repetitive process. So, yeah. Now, the question is that how to remove the constraint of place and time of AR experiences. So, how? And here we go. Here we are. Now, this is how we can use recording and playback API from AR Core. So, what's this actually APIs to? Let's see this video first. Now, I hope this plays with the audio, but let's see.
Today, the vast majority of augmented reality experiences require users to be at a certain place at a certain time. But what if you could remove the time and place requirement and enable AR experiences anywhere at any time? Well, now you can. Introducing the AR Core Recording and Playback API, which equips you to take AR anywhere. As a developer, you can visit a venue once to record a session and then iterate on your AR app from the office or at home. You can even unlock post capture AR experiences that help you learn about different cultures or chat with your friends in new ways. What will you create?
All right, I think that's it. So I hope it gives us an overview about how these two APIs are working. All right. So actually, there are fun fact about this AR core. I mean, especially about these two APIs. When in reality, we can change the history and teleport instantly. Of course, definitely. But actually, with AR core, histories are editable and places are portable. Ignore the future, I'm just joking, but the code are real. I mean, we can really edit the history and places. We can move the places anywhere, like where, as you can see here right now, us people, I mean humans, are adapting to the current situation, right, where mostly everything has been done by remotely, but actually this article also adapting how to do this remote stuff. So this means that we can develop AR application without going into the real place time and time again, over and over again. So how? Let's see this video. As you can see in here, we are actually recording, and yeah, as you can see, the surfaces has been detected and scanned, where actually they are called understanding our real world. And once has been scanned, this still recording, and let's see when after we stop the recording. All right, it stopped, and now, okay, I think my connection is not that good. Let's play. So basically, these are the playback. We already playback a video that has been recorded. But what's really good thing is that how the flat surfaces has been detected is also recorded. So it's not just recording the video, but also how this AR core impacting the video. And now, how about if you make some change on the video that has been recorded? How? Let's put some 3D models on that. Oh, we could put some 3D models on a video that has been recorded. So this is what it means by editing. I mean, editing a history. I mean, we can modify the history of a video like this. Because in normal case, video can be modified like this during runtime, especially. But with these two APIs, we can make some changes or interaction within the video that has been recorded. So I think it's how it actually these two APIs are about. But as you can see, how about if you play the video without Excel player? Actually, and then as we can see, it will be only a usual video. See, there are no any flat surfaces that has been detected, or we can't do any modification, especially put a 3D model and other stuff. So it's just playing a usual video that has been recorded. So what it means is that we don't have to be at the time and at the place, so that we still can express the AR anywhere and anytime. I think that's the point of these two APIs. Because why? Because if you have the video already, you can express AR in the same way like how the video has been recorded before. So that's how we call as custom track recording, where actually our recording we can custom the track or the timeline. So basically, what is custom track recording? As we can see, custom means additional data, and a track is means set of timelines. A recording means, of course, a video itself, which means this recording a video with a set of additional data timelines. So now, what is the difference between the usual AR experiences? As we can see, with these two APIs, we don't require any live camera session. So we don't have to be at the time and at that place. We just replacing the live camera that we use for AR experiences with a video that actually has been recorded. But of course, when we record the video, we have to use these two APIs. It's not just all recording video, but actually only video that has been recorded by AirCore. And then once we record it, we can play the video to anywhere, any platform, any devices, record once and play back anywhere on Mac, PC, Android, or iOS. So this recording and playing API enables us to record video and AR data once within a given environment, especially anywhere, any place. And we can use that content to replace a live camera session. I think that's what these two APIs are about. And now let's see how this works. Actually, as we can see, there are two color in here, Android player on the left and then ordinary player on the right side. So basically, this EXO player has a more capability to understand the APIs of AR Core and the data set inside it. And then this Android is a player accessing the API of AirCore recording, and then it will try to store the data sets. What is data sets? So this is actually what the AirCore data actually impacting to the video. For example, the flat surface that has been detected, the points of the surfaces, or maybe the timing when we put a 3D model on the flat surfaces is also saved. For example, at 2018 we put a 3D model there, and that's also has been saved. And for as you can see, additional data means the surfaces and attached detail. This attached details is actually pretty dynamic because it depends on what user put during the recording. I think this is all about a wall. So let's jump into the code details. You can, if you like to, yeah, just make a straightforward experience. You can just clone this repository and try to run on your device, and let's see how AI core working. So first of course, we have to initialize our AI core by creating a new session from AI core itself, from dependency of AI core. And then secondly, as we can see in here, we got application, and this AR core actually got a lot of other APIs as well. So once you initialize new session, you can just access the recording and playback API. And then what's next? We can just create an app state where actually idle or maybe recording and playback. And how do we record? As simple as call the function session that start recording, and you just need to put the configuration inside of that function. And then once you finish recording, you can just make a button and then try to and then try to call a function session that stop recording. As simple as that. And then how we play, and you can just call this function session that set playback dataset, where you can pass the URL of the saved video. And let's see about the showcases and examples. As you can see in here, the first person actually recording the AR experiences. Not here. Let's wait. This person actually recording the experiences, and this person, the second person, actually expressing the AR inside his home on the table. So the second person doesn't have to be on that place and at that time. We just need to replay the video and try to do some things with the AR itself. So we finally got into the end of the talk. The summary is that first, it can reduce the effort of AR development because we don't have to be at that time and at that place. We just need to record once, and we can try debug our code with the same source of video. For example, oh, there's a bug here, and we don't have to be go back to the mall, but we can just replay the video that we has been recorded, and let's see if the bug has been solved or not. And that's how it actually impacting developers. And the second point, it makes AR testing easier for QA and for tester. Why? Because of course for the tester doesn't have to be on the place to as same as developer. The tester can just sit on his chair and then yeah and test the application that got from the developer, which is actually reducing the cost for developer and for tester also. And the third point is also a good thing, not just for developer and tester, but also for the end users. Why? Because the end user can experiences a shareable dynamic experiences of AR, which means the user can experience the AR anywhere. For example, I'm as a user from Asia, and then we can download an AR experience from Europe, and then we can just download the experiences, and which means I can experience AR in Europe. So I don't have to be in Europe directly, right? So I think that's how this AR code adapting to this remote, because this AR code also have this new technology so that we to cause the effort of the time and place. All right, I think that's it from me, and thank you for your attention. I will get back to the host now.
Thank you, Pradhan, for giving such a great topic, and it's a good to know about new technologies. Yeah. So we have more 5 minutes if you want to say anything else.
I wonder, is there any Q&A session before this, or
Do you
I
want to
think
take Q&A sessions?
I don't know if there is any. Maybe if you guys have any question, I think we can use that 5 minutes also.
Yeah, sure.
I think there is any. There is no any question. I think. Oh, okay. I think there is some question there. All right. Should I answer it directly? Okay. Thanks for the question. Code for her. So basically, can we use 360 video? That's pretty interesting. It depends on how where you deploy this AR core 360 video. If your device is supporting 360 video, I think it's also possible. But right now, I'm not sure because I never tried that before. I don't have any 360 camera, but I think that's a good thing. Uh, the I will try to explain you about the theory. So right now we can use this AR core recording API to record the experiences, right? Which means we have to build some application from AR core so that we can use this recording API. So let's, for example, if you build an Android application where actually this Android application has a capability to record AR session, right? And you play, or you install that application. Maybe you have a 360 smart camera. I don't know if you use that application for recording in 360 camera. If you can do that, I think that's also possible. Because the point is that it's not about the 360 camera or not, but about how the camera that you are using when you are running the application that actually support AR core recording API. So yeah, it depends whether the camera is supporting the AR core recording API or not. If it's not supporting, so it's not possible. But if it's supporting, then you can also use the video 360 camera. Yeah, I hope this helps. I never try, but that's really interesting. Maybe it would be good for learning if you can try that. And yeah, that's really interesting. I never think about that before. Cool. Thank you for the question. Yes, we can get a copy of the slide. Of course, I will give it to the organizers, and maybe how the organizer will divide the slides or maybe distribute the slides. You can ask the organizer also. Oh, no, currently I'm just using for the question from Joseph Rowell. Thank you for the question. No, I didn't use any art slam in conjunction with this. It's just basically as simple as AR core theory itself, because the AR core actually just use the basic slam of the concept of the theory, which means I'm not modifying any of the technology inside the AR core. So basically, it's a behavior from the AR core itself where we do a recording. The AR core actually has a behavior about this slam methodology. So I didn't do any modification, especially with this conjunction with the art slam. Yeah, okay, I think that's it. Code for her. Yeah, you're welcome. Good to try. I'm really curious. If you have any 360 camera, you can use that also. That's pretty interesting. I wish I can try that. I'm also curious now. But in theory, as long as you're using a recording API, it works. Yeah. All right. Is there any question? before. I think we got some minutes, 2 minutes, I think. Hmm. Okay, okay. There's a new question. Have you got any projects that you would recommend looking at? Yes, actually, they are currently deployed or maybe in production project that actually using AR Core for this recording and playback API. But I forgot what's the application name. But maybe you can try to search on the Google. There is in the Play Store. You can try to search. The point of the application is that we can make interaction with other people with AR experience. So we can record that experiences with 3D model, and when we talk, it is recorded as well as the AR experiences. So when we share the experiences to other people, your voice, your talk has been recorded, and the AR experiences will be played by other person. That's the point of the application, but I'm sorry I forgot the name. But maybe you can try to look on that, and that's really already uh, in production in Play Store, and I think many people use that also, but I didn't use it, so I forgot. But you can try to search on. I think that's the point, so that you can get a sense of these two APIs, how it works in production, and yeah, how to use it as an end user. All right. Is there any other question? All right. I think there's no other question. Maybe host. You guys any have any other question? You can reach me out on anywhere on LinkedIn, or you can just type my name and you can find me and you can send me a message. Also, if you didn't get any slides, just in case, you can also reach me out and I will give you the slides directly. Yeah. So I think that's all from me and the Q&A. I think there is no any other question. Maybe host, you can take over again.
Yeah, sure. So thank you so much, all of you, to attend this session, and thank you, Pradhan, for giving such a great speech and information about air. Yeah, and
Yeah, thank you so much.
now, thank you.